Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was an amazing experience for me, yeah. I loved working with Quentin Tarantino. He loves movies more than anyone that I've ever met, and I think it's his philosophy that if you love movies that much that you can't make a bad movie, and I don't know that that's true for everyone, but it works for him. Brad Pitt. He's Brad Pitt, and he's everything you want him to be, and like more, and so cool, and so talented, and so humble. I don't know, I feel like I'm super fortunate to be in that movie and to not just be cut out. I was lucky to be on set. I didn't think I was going to be an actor growing up. I was a dancer and I was really serious about dance. And then I took my first acting class when I was 17 and I just loved it and was like, oh gee, I want to do this really bad, so hopefully it works out, yeah. I was born on a ranch in Montana. I grew up primarily in North Carolina. I was born in Montana, and then I moved to New York when I was 16. I guess the most surprising thing about moving from the country to the city was, I don't know, I was 16 and I didn't know anybody, so there's a lot of people in New York, but it was this strange feeling being around people, but also being completely alone. But it was great. I don't mean it in like a sad way. I learned so much that year. Growing up, I definitely idolized probably dancers more. There was a girl named Dusty Button that I really loved. I grew up in the South, yeah. And I started doing like dance competitions when I was little, and then I wanted to become more serious and do ballet, and that's what she did. But she also just like wore denim tuxedos that she rhinestoned herself, and that was really cool. Then I also really loved Jillian Murphy. I had a huge crush on Ethan Stiefel. I don't know if you know who that is. He's an American Ballet Theater principal, but he's also in Center Stage. He's the guy that rides the motorcycle. And then his wife, or partner, is Jillian Murphy. And then, actually, crazy things happened. I went off to this boarding school for ballet when I was 14, and Ethan Stiefel became the dean of the school that year. And he actually taught my audition class, and that was crazy. And I remember at the end of the class, he came up to me after the audition and said, "I like your nail polish." And I was terrified, and I didn't know what that meant, and I really overanalyzed the whole thing, and I didn't know if that was an indication that I did get in or I didn't get in, or that maybe he just liked my nail polish. But my sister's my best friend in the whole world, and I don't know what I would do without her. I ask her for advice on everything, but it's never good advice because it's always what I would already do, and it's not always the smartest move. But she's way smarter than me. The only time I'm ever recognized is if I look horrible. Like, if I am like crying in public, or like if it's winter and I have snot dripping down my face, or like if I haven't changed in 3 days, like that's when someone will be like, "Oh, I loved you in this." And I'm like, thank you, actually. It was very surreal getting nominated for an Emmy. It was crazy, and I'm the happiest Emmy loser that ever existed.
Not sure if anyone has the time for